Our Father, which in the waso bebin, ship to the Louis in Megiddo, make waso one for the darling. Ship to again the movie, all out the moon.
It's a huge building, and there's no insulation, no proper insulation into it. The windows need work, the doors need work. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. I think it's important that it get done. And, you know, some people have said, well, maybe you should just build another church. To me, personally, that's out of the question. There's tradition in this church. This church was built by our ancestors, and this is the church that we have. It's ours. We need to fix it, and we certainly need to secure it and make sure that it's here for the next 10,000 years.
St. Anne in biblical text was the grandmother of Jesus, and it was St. Anne who was adopted as the patron saint of the Mi'kmaq people. The mission of St. Anne was established at Lennox Island in 1800 with the construction of a log chapel. The original log chapel was replaced in 1842 by a new chapel, later destroyed by fire. The present church was erected in 1895. As you will see, this new church is in need of major repairs, and that is why we have created this video. We are asking everyone to send a donation of whatever they can afford to help us renovate the church of our ancestors.
What Grand Chief's member to his baptism is when we became Christian. It was probably the first Indigenous nation in Canada to become Christians. He accepted baptism in 1610. I think it more enhanced their spirituality because when one of the chiefs, after the priest was preaching, he went up to the priest and he said, "I'm glad that you believe in the same things that we do."
It's where I grew up with my parents and my family and friends, and it was always full, and you always sat at the same place. We used to sit over there, and Steve and Bernard and their family used to sit in front of us. This church means a lot to me. I was an altar boy for 12 years when I was a kid.
These renovations will mean that they have a center, a place to come, a place to worship, a place to teach their children, and it'll all be centered around the church itself.
There is a movement of people coming back to the church. I see like the younger families like bringing their kids to church. We need to have a place to gather. We need to be able to celebrate the sacraments, and we need to be able to do it and to be able to incorporate some of our traditional ceremonies within the church. If this church were not here, I think the community would have lost a very core element of who we are as a people. Like, we are Mi'kmaq people and we have our traditional ways, but Christianity has been a part of our ancestry for a long, long time.
This is more than just a building, and I go back to the idea that this is the heart of the community. The heart of the community is sick from wear, and it needs to be repaired, and the only way it can be repaired is the generosity of people.
We are a small, little First Nation community that doesn't have a whole lot of resources, but we're doing everything that we can to make this church survive into the next millennia. And anything that they could do to help us, we would appreciate it, we will be thankful, and we certainly would welcome them here at any time. Anybody around the world who would come here would be welcomed.
I think it'll happen. I really believe it will. I think all people will help. All St. Anne parishes will help. I think we're going to be very surprised in the fact that it's going to be more than just Catholic parishes or Catholic churches. It's going to be all Christian churches are going to help because it's important.
Like, I think that any person who is a member of the Lennox Island First Nation would have an interest in this church. Doesn't matter if they go to another church in another province or another city. This is still the church. This is the church where our ancestors came to worship.
And how would you feel if you were walking up the hill and the church has all been done and you're walking into the church?
I think I'd cry because it would have happened. It would have gotten done because, like, it is so big, it's so major, like it's such an important thing, and it would have been like, I think that I would be very proud of this community and for all the people who helped to make it happen. I think I would be very proud, and I would know that we have secured something important for this community.